This is John with Jankowski Speed and Off-Road. I'm going to show you guys how to wire up a Power Master, or what is that thing? Power Master Performance. It's like the Power Gen long alternator. It looks like the old generator. I was having a hard time figuring out how to wire some of it because it's just a one-wire alternator, but I also wanted the generator light to shut off when it was running, and that has that terminal for it. So I'm going to show you how to wire that. Here's the box that it came in. There's the part number. There's the old generator out of the 60 Chevy that I put it in. I'll show you how it's put in here. So there it is. And I did have to shim it forward. It's hard to see, but it's bolted in down here on the front and back. This sat too far back, so I ended up putting a washer in there, and it pushed it forward enough to where that belt's decently lined up. And obviously you have this has to be, I believe, at least an 8-gauge wire. This is actually a Power Master wire that I got with it separately, and I just ran that around back and down to the battery lug on the starter. Now the fun part is the wiring from the old generator. This brown wire, this is hooked up, so this one does have a terminal for the generator light. This is the part I was having a hard time with. So this brown wire here was hooked up with this one, and then this is the field. This blue wire is the field wire, and that goes down to the regulator here. There's that field wire, and then there's that big brown wire, and then you have battery, which is going from your horn relay, and then this also goes out to your ignition switch, and I suppose the like the fuse block, and then this is tied into that, and that goes right back to the battery. And this is all factory wiring. This car has like 19,000 miles on it, so all this wiring is actually factory, for 60 anyway. But what you have to do to get that light to work is you need to get rid of the big brown wire and only have the little brown wire hooked up to that terminal. The rest of this isn't being used anymore. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap that up in electrical tape how it was here, just so it kind of looks sort of factory. I took the ground wire, because this is the ground wire that goes to the generator. I ended up cutting the end open a little bit more to fit on the lug on the back. You're supposed to do an 8-gauge wire off of the back bottom of that. It's hard to see here, but this right there, that bolt, do a 8-gauge ground wire to the block, because they say that they don't want to rely on like the mounting bolts to ground it down enough. So yeah, you can just get rid of the field wire and then the big brown wire, just tape them up. I just left the regulator in place just because I kind of like it to look factory, and you also have this junction area where all that power is going in, but none of these are being used anymore. Yeah, I'll show you. We'll get in the car here, and I'm doing this at like 12:30 at night, but we'll turn the key on. You'll see the gen light comes on, start it up, and the gen light shuts off. So yeah, hopefully that helps you guys out, because I had to kind of scour some forums and just to figure out how to wire it, because if you leave this big wire hooked up, that light won't shut off. It'll stay on. So make sure that wire is unhooked, or else your light's just going to stay on. So yeah, that should be should be it. Yeah, so hopefully that'll help any guys out that are trying to figure that out. At least for a 60 Chevy that has all the factory wiring in it. Obviously the wiring could have changed, or if it's a different vehicle, it might be different colors, or it might be wired all together differently. So I hope that helps out. If you'd like to like and subscribe, I'm sure there'll be some more videos out about this car and some other stuff. Thanks.